What does healthy capitalism actually look like? The UK should be a devoutly capitalist country with some socialist tendencies, meaning that we should have competition in the markets at all levels at all times. No company should be able to dominate a market, and no company should be able to own more than one company that sells an identical product. Dominate sales through skill, not through killing competition. What this does is put the onus on companies to work for customers and not the other way around. For example, one of the major problems in the energy market is the Ofwat energy cap. It means customers get stuck on higher prices until they're lowered by Ofwat, and then not pay a competitive price from the energy companies. This is the opposite of regulation. This is locking inflation-led prices in, which works for the company and not the consumer. And so the energy companies have to do the bare minimum because their income is borderline guaranteed by the government. If you're going to do this, you may as well nationalise it. And any utility company that went into arrears and wanted a bailout, I would nationalise. And I wouldn't pay them, it would serve as a warning. Don't try and profit off UK infrastructure or else it'll just be taken off you. That gravy train has ended. We should have lower taxes for working people and higher taxes for company profits, and not on their turnover. And what's odd about the way that we tax companies is that we tax them on a lot of their day-to-day spending and not their profits, meaning we penalise them for doing lots of business, whereas we should make them pay a higher percentage of their profits. I'd also encourage wage rises in infrastructure building so they could offset their profits against tax, meaning they can make as much money as they want and the tax bill won't put them out of business. Which is what's happening to most small businesses, while large businesses don't pay enough tax. I'd also ban companies from bringing in overseas workers and paying them less than the British population. There should be no need in a market economy. Increase the salary for the job until you're paying what it's worth. Everything in society should be means tested. The NHS, state pension, benefits. Only those that really need it should have it. I would also introduce a new form of benefit for people who had lost their jobs. The state would guarantee to pay you 6 months of your previous wage when you lost your job, which would then stop you getting into debt while looking for a new job. And at the end of that 6 months, it would completely stop. And this would be available to anyone with less than £1.5 million in assets. And this would stop people getting hooked into the benefit system forever, while avoiding getting into massive debt in the process. I'm fairly certain this would save the country tens of billions in the long run. We need to stop paying people not to work.